up everyone? ES51 here, and I'm back with this another video. Alright guys, as you guys can see, this is my temporary scooter that I bought on Amazon, and it's been almost a week now that I own this scooter, and it's the Okai model ES51. And if you go on YouTube, there's not a lot of videos on this scooter, but so far of riding this scooter, I could say that the scooter is okay. I'm not gonna say it's great, it's okay. More so, this scooter is pretty much meant for beginner riders, like people who get in their first scooter. That's basically what it is. If you try to use this scooter to, you know, how you say, get you to work, it can get you to work, but on maximum speed, which I'll bring up maximum speed, it has a range of 15 miles per hour, and with the 15 miles per hour on maximum speed, the battery doesn't last long. And like I said, if you're gonna use the scooter to take to work, which I do, I highly recommend that you bring your charger with you, because like I said, on max speed, the battery doesn't last that long. But like I said, you can see that it has the throttle, which is also it's a kick scooter, so you gotta push off before you can start out the motor. And I believe the motor is give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. The motor is 500 watts max power. But like I said, man, the battery don't last that long. Maybe if you put it on lower settings, which I don't use low settings, I just use the max power because, you know, like I said, I want to get to work. But like I said, you have your foot, you have your throttle, you have your bell, which I think is cheap. Like I said, you have your display. I don't know if you guys can see it. Your max, you got 3 miles per hour, you got 9 miles per hour, and you got 50 miles per hour. And also, I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. The light as well. So, but like I said, there's one thing I don't like about this scooter is that when I turn this on and I turn it back on, it showcased the Bluetooth icon, but for some reason it seems like I can't get the Bluetooth icon to work, because I would like to make a little bit adjustments with the scooter. For example, I want to enable cruise control, because when I ride the scooter, I hate, you know, just holding down on the throttle, because these things are very cheap and they could break. And once those goes, that's the end of the scooter. And I'm trying to figure out how to enable Bluetooth, and then I look online, it says that this model has Bluetooth, but then when I use the Okai app, it just doesn't want to enable the Bluetooth. So I don't know how to get that to work, but like I said, we could continue more with the review of the scooter. Let's come down here. You guys can see these are how you say solid tires, so you don't have to worry about the tire getting flat. You have the latch right here. It's easy to fold. Also, your brakes. How strong is the brakes on this thing? It's pretty damn good. It's pretty good, especially when I'm going down a steep hill. When this thing goes up to 20 miles per hour, because when I go down the hill, it does reach 21, and when I'm going too fast and I try to brake, it brakes very well. Coming here, you got your brakes. One thing I don't like is that it doesn't have a backlight. So when I ride this at night, you know, pedestrians or especially drivers at night won't be able to see me because I don't have a backlight. But when you come over here, you have the reflector so people can still see me from there. Like I said, you got the kickstand. And I also like this right here. I like this because with my old scooter that I had, it always gets mad dirty. With this, when there's dirt on this, I can just take a rag and I can dust it, and it looks very nice. And like I said, you got your brakes and your reflector there. So yeah, like I said, man, all in all, it's an okay scooter. I'm not gonna say great. Like I said, it's just for me right now. It's a temporary scooter because, you know, I have things I have to take care of here. I saw it on Amazon. They were selling it. I seen it. A seller was selling it for $200, and I bought it because if I bought it from Okai itself, Okai was selling it for almost $400. And like I said, I needed something to get me to work because, like I said, man, I have work at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I seen this on the market, and I had to grab it. But like I said, it's just my temporary scooter for now until, you know, things can get better, where I will go and get myself a much more stronger one. Because like I said before, I'm looking on Amazon, and they have a nice one that goes 35 miles for $500, which I would like to get by the end of the year, man. But yeah, man, as of right now, this is my temporary scooter for now. Like I said, it gets me to work. That's all that matters. And also, it gets me to the gym. So that's pretty much all that matters, man. As long as I can get to work and to the gym and you do a little bit of groceries, I should be fine, man. But yeah, and if you guys gotta pick this scooter up, like I said, man, this scooter would be perfect for, like I said, for beginners. But if you're gonna want something much more stronger, I highly recommend it not to pick this scooter up, because this scooter is, like I said, it's okay, but you know what I mean, it gets you to point A to B. But like I said, the battery don't last long. So that's why I've been saying early on, if you're gonna ride this to work, I recommend that you bring your charger with you and you charge it when you're at work. 'Cause that's what I do, man. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the battery don't last long on the highest speed, man. So yeah, like I said, I am the first person to do the review of this model on YouTube. But before I end this video, there's one thing that I forgot to mention, is that when I ride it up the hill, I would say that it does struggles going up the hill, but yeah, but like I said, man, this scooter, like I said, it's an okay scooter. Like I said, it's just meant for like first time riders. Like I said, it's not meant for you for use it for hours, because like I said, on max speed, the battery don't last that long. But yeah, guys, like I said, this is the review of the Okai ES51 model. I am the first one to do a review on this. Like I said, there's videos that talk about it and do installation, but there's not videos that actually review this model. So yeah, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys stay tuned, because I got more coming as usual. Peace and love. I am out.